Hi folks. Well, this video really is a little bit of adapting, not so much DIY, adapting, like I've done in the past, taking something that is okay, good, but adapting it to something that's more in line with what you are. Looking at one or two bits I got and looking at a mirror. So, I'll start with soup. I love that stuff, it's so flipping good. Right, start with, must have been towards the end of Valentine. Poundland were selling 1 or 2 bits off cheaper. So these, just 2 items, and they were 50p. One was something that I have flipping loads of. Don't really need it, but it's black and it's a mug. Yay! Just a black mug, you might say. It's going to be hard on top of the black, but if we have a look at the handle, there's a love art. So the mug goes in a little bit, the handle goes around like that, and so you've got a nice coffee mug, but there's a love art, nothing in it. Like I said, there were 50p, so it came home to go in the collection. The other thing I bought was these, probably £1 or something to start with, 50p, little plastic box of love arts, and these are called table bead scatter. So you get a lot of these love arts. They're very much like glass, but I think the plastic, got to be plastic. If you're going to have a special meal or something, you get loads of these and scatter them on the table. Looks nice. But I buy these for a reason, and I already have some here in this lovely little old container. If I open it up, right side, there you go, and without doing photographs, let's have a look. There's a little love arts. Yeah, I have these, come in handy somewhere along the line. Anyway, that was those 2 bits, pretty mediocre sort of things. This is the main one. Saw this in a shop today up on the top shelf. Let's call it £3.50. You're called £3.50? No, it's £3.50. I saw it, don't really need it, but doing my usual of, I think I want that. But I left it and I went round the town and then I went back and I got it. You'll see what it is. I'll show you. When you see it, if you know me, you'll probably get an idea where I'm coming from. And before I left it up, it's a vase, really. A vase, but as Americans say, a vase. It's a bloody vase. Vase. And you talk English, so it's a vase. Bloody vase. Bye-bye. Look at that baby. It's ceramic, solid, heavy, chunky. And if I put it close, see, as it goes round, these lovely segments, lovely flat little surface there, then the bit, you could put stuff in there if you found a big cork. Anyway, here's a photograph of what it looks like, just there. There you go. Looks like to me, looks like a urn. As soon as I saw it, I thought, ashes, urn, ashes, urn, buy me. I don't want to. Freaking well buy me and take me home. But I haven't got space, I don't want to. But you look so bloody lovely. Where are you going to get that for £3.50? Take me freaking home. So yeah, I did go, and I went back, and this come home with me. Let's start at the beginning then. Different things I thought I could do with this. If it's a mock urn with ashes, I was thinking of remembrance, things that you would remember somebody with, generally a flame, so, or incense, whatever. So first one with this. This is 4 items that I've got that can be used here. First one is this, glass, see-through glass. These things can be hot glued on here, so they're going to be safe. You can put a large tea light in, or a candle that's that wide, not too tall. And if I put it on the top, then you can't see it so well here, but you've got the urn with a remembrance top that you can light a flame. But there's a picture what it looks like without a flame, with a flame. Okay. Second one, again, is flames, but it's like a little tilly lamp. This comes in 2 bits. So put this bit onto there, like that. Again, you'll see pictures. This bit sits in that. Again, you can put a large tea light, or you can put a small candle about that wide in there, and then it will have a more majestic look, I suppose. And if you look at the pictures, okay, that's that one. Then we got on to really incense and smoke rising up, which is very good for remembrance, because it's that impression of smoke going up to heaven, whatever, or wherever you believe in. And I happen to have this, which I've shown at some time, brass with holes all the way round. I usually put 1 or 2 cones in there. You could put the little charcoal in there with some resin, which would really look good. But if we hot glue that onto there, then it's going to look like that, which I think is pretty ritual looking. And think of smoke rising off there. Lid, and you can put incense cones in there or whatever, and have smoke coming out. You can take the lid off and just have a little candle on it. So it's a double whammy, really. But it's very big, and it's this, which is very ornate. Looks very sort of ritualistic and everything, doesn't it? But that fits in there just right. Again, it's very, makes it very ornate, but it looks like something that would sit on a grave or something like that. So yeah, there's those four, so I will put a picture up at the end or somewhere along the line. A, B, C, D. If you like any one of those ideas, just give us a thumbs up for the idea. If you don't, just say, well, have another think on something. I don't particularly want to have it just basically plain. What I will do with this, I will either buy or I will make myself. Good way of making little plaques, and that is to get a Coke can or something like that, drink it with really strong kitchen scissors are better than anything really what you cut. You can cut small bones with and everything, and cut out a shield shape or oblong shape, whatever you want. Turn it so the inside is out, and then you can either etch with something. You can etch RIP or in memoriam or whatever, put dates on it, or you can go and buy something like that. Probably some places that do memorial little bits and that, they're not that dear. And then that can go somewhere here, or if you don't want to have a plaque or something there, do a small one that's a little bit oblong and put it along there. But anyway, that's the ideas for my vase come urn that I got today. The very last bit is what I talk about, a mirror that I've got down there in the hall, and this is the mirror. The one on, as you're looking at it, the one on your right, tall one. I saw it, I don't know where I saw it, market, charity shop, bought it. I thought it looked pretty sort of older style, a little bit sort of elegant Victorian or something. But then when I got the mirror, I thought, it's got to have a flipping story. It can't be in my place without a story. So the big cross is hung on it, and it's draped with ribbons and all that sort of thing. But the story is this, and I've told this story before. The story is this: if somebody says, what is this? Or I opt to tell them, which I think is a good idea because that makes them bloody think then. The story is that this mirror started off in a big house with servants and everything. Sort of looks superior to do that. And eventually people just didn't like this flipping mirror. It was a bit, I don't like this, Papa, or whatever. So it got sort of took from where it was, and it got put in the servants' quarters for them to look in and go, hey, look lovely as a servant. And it got put there, and then I don't know what happened to it after that, but after a while it turned up in a local church, and it was put hanging in the vestry. If anybody knows about churches, the vestry is where the priest and the acolytes and the choir and people that hold the cross and everything, all the robes are hanging up, blah 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 blah. They go in there, take the coat off, put this on, long robe thing, white thing on the top of that, ready to walk out following the cross. So it was put in there, it was put on the wall so they could have a look at themselves and go, hey look, lovely, I'm a lovely little acolyte. So, and the choir could look at it and go, I look very quiet today. Anyway, it was in there. And then again, not sure what happened. People just never loved this mirror. There was something about it. And eventually it turned up at a friend's. Ooh. And a friend told me the story that why people didn't like it is because if you look in the mirror too long, you see a woman, and the woman is either back there, sort of looking in this direction over your shoulder. So you don't want to stand looking in it too long, or lots of other weird and wonderful things happen. So I gave it this sort of air of mystery that, yeah, even I don't stand and groom myself in that mirror. I don't fancy looking at it too long. So, yeah, that's the story behind that. And whoever comes in or whoever goes out has to walk past that. And whether they turn and look at it as they go past, I don't know. Don't ask them. So, yeah, that's the story of that mirror. And I'll just show you a little bit of what can happen with that mirror when you don't bloody realise. Just watch this. Now is that freaking freaky or what? I didn't flipping know. But on that flipping note, the only thing you can do when you get things that just come out of the air, like that, it's very spooky. When you get spooky things happening, you got to have a spicy soup, because it'll give you something else to bloody think about, won't it? So, have a look now. Have a look at the picture of these. A, B, C, D. Unless I forget, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to, you can tell me which one you prefer. Catch you later.